What's going on? R double DC is your boy Hector Rivera, and today y'all may have heard of 7 minutes with Lex, and we're gonna go a little bit into 7 minutes with Heck. So if you aren't aware of 7 minutes with Lex, go check out the previous episodes. Find one. There should be a couple out there. 7 minutes with Lex. Look it up. The Real Double Dose channel. For those of you who are new, check us out. We're on 17 plus indicators, not only where you're watching this, but also where you're hearing it. Could be like iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, many others that I can't even name off the top of my head. But this is a broad syndicate, and we're going to go into the 7 minutes. So for you new listeners, welcome to the Real Double Dose channel. And for all you old heads that have been with us from the beginning, we're going to do a little, like Lex likes to call it, right? Hostile takeover, hostage takeover, whatever it is. And we're going to go into it. Just get it in, you know? And I'm going to try that intro. Welcome back to the Real Double Dose channel, where the talk is real and the vibe is always live, baby. I tried. I'm sorry. I can't do it as good as her, right? But let's just go into this episode really quick. It's hashtag trials and tribulations. Now, everybody goes through trials. Everybody goes through tribulations, problems, right? We all go through things in life. Otherwise, there would be no point in living if we just had a perfect, happy life. There would be no happiness, right? That's already getting a little deep into it. But every single day, we're going to have problems. You could have one right now as you're listening to this, stuck in traffic, or at your work getting scolded by your boss, or at school studying for a test you're supposed to be taking. Wherever you're listening to this at, you have problems. And that's not to say you directly have problems. We all have problems and we all go through problems. It's a sense of you are going through problems. You have problems in your life. So, with that being said, why? What is the purpose of having problems? And how I jumped a little ahead back there. There would be no happiness if there was no sadness. You see, there's a time for everything. There's always a time for everything. Just like there's a time to plant, a time to water, a time to grow, there's a time for everything. You can look a lot at agriculture and see that there's a time for everything, that everything has its seasons. And some of you right now listening to this could be going through a very rough season. And I'm here to give you this message, to give you the end goal, which is knowing that it's always for your good. No problems that happen to you, right? No problems that happen to you. Every single problem you have gone through and dealt with happened for you, to show you how strong you are, to increase your strength, to increase your faith, to increase whatever it is needed to be increased, right? Problems, trials, and tribulations. That's what they're meant for. They're meant to grow us. Just like professional athletes, how they go and they train really, really hard, they do it with the intention of getting better whenever they're done with it. They make their own trials and tribulations that they can get better and prosper and strengthen themselves, whether it be endurance or mental strength. They have a purpose, just like your problems. Everything has a purpose. Nothing happens without reason. Even the littlest of things, even stubbing your toe after you just cussed your mom out, whatever it may be, even going and getting into a little car accident that's just a fender bender, right? Bumping a car in front of you after you had an argument with your spouse. Whatever your problem may be, it all has a reason. See, for example, that fender bender problem, the bumping into the car, That could be for the purpose of you need to calm down and slow down. You need to stop taking out your anger in such unmannerly fashions. You need to calm down and talk with your wife more. Come in communion with her, and she'll show you, if you mention that to her right after y'all finished arguing or whatever, they'll show you that they love you because they're still going to care for you, even if you're both upset with each other. You see, every little problem has a purpose. And you can either look at them as problems or challenges or obstacles to overcome. You see, whenever you look at it as everything is happening to me, you never grow from said problem. You just wound yourself. You look at yourself as, oh, this happened to me. Everything always happens to me. Why can't I ever do anything good? Why can't life ever give me a shot? Life is giving you strength to get you ready for those shots that you're asking for. But with that mentality, how can it give it to you? If whenever you get that shot, you are not going to appreciate it because of trials and tribulations that you went through that you did not appreciate. See, there's certain things in our lives that seem like it's the end of our life, that seem like, what's the point? Why can't I give up right now? And those are the most detrimental ones that have the biggest impact on your mentality, that have the biggest impact on how you perceive life. Those are the ones you should be thanking God for. Because without those certain situations, you wouldn't have the strength to be where you're at right now. Nothing happens to you. See, everything, like we always say, everything happens for you. It's all a blessing. Everything is either a lesson or a blessing. Lesson or a blessing. But regardless the fact, it's always for our good. So if you hear this message, make sure you listen to it again if you didn't quite get it. If this is the one to change your perspective on life, make sure you embrace it. Don't just listen to it and let it be another thing you listen to. Make the change. This is for your transformation, for your growth, for your evolution. This isn't something you should just go and listen to, and then shrug off like it's nothing. This is a message for you to change that pattern in your life. Even something as little as how you perceive problems. So that's 7 minutes with Heck. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all once again for listening and tuning in from us. We see you all over the world, and we'll catch you on the flip side.